Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I have never drunk coffee on a live stream before. And apologies, this live stream was supposed to start at 7 a.m. because I am up at 5:30, 6 o'clock every single day. And what happened today? I didn't wake. So the only reason I've gone live this morning is there's nothing wrong. There's no big secret or anything. I was just interested to see how different the audience would look. Good morning, Crafty Keeler. You have not slipped into another universe. As I was just explaining, I just thought I would try going live early in the morning just to see how different the audience is. Because it's become apparent that certain people who regularly comment on my videos and interact with me in the comment section never get to see me live. And since I'm up so early every day, I thought, why not give it a go? And I'm talking mainly about people in places like Australia. Good morning, Conspiracy Cats. How are you, pal? Do you have a live stream at 7:30 in the morning? No, neither do I usually. I just thought I'd give it a bash today. So yeah, Keela, that's why I'm doing it. I just thought it would be fun to see how different the audience is at the opposite end of the day. The theory was, well, no, I've done it actually. I usually go live at 7:30 on a Friday night. On a Friday night. I never go live at 7:30 on a Friday night. At 7:30 on a Sunday night. So I thought I would try and go live early on a Friday morning and see how different it is. So is there anybody in the side chat who has never ever seen me live before? Not that I'm trying to, set you up for disappointment. It's called managing expectations. So who do we have apart from the legend that is Conspiracy Cats? How are you? Good, sir. Morning, Brad Sweetman. How are you, pal? Obviously, we've seen Crafty Keeler. We've got Rudy, Nathan, Smithy 3456, AJ's Moving Place, Kenny Knackers, PhD Tony, Belly Garali, is it? Why's the side chat going so fast? Yeah, I was aiming for a different audience, and Keeler and Kat show up and ruin the whole plan. I'm joking. You two could never ruin anything. So we're still waiting for a reply from Expat Taffy about that debate, Kat and Keeler, in case you're wondering why I asked you if you'd host it and then never got back to you. If you're using bad words in the side chat, it's going to get... Morning, Conrad Kopek. How are you? I haven't seen you in a live stream for a long time. And good morning, Gary Lee. AJ's Moving Place says I have him. Good morning, Hybrid Steel. I am experimenting with live streaming at different times of the day. Plus, I'm a child and I wanted to try out my swanky new 49-inch ultra-wide monitor, see if it makes any difference to the way I live stream. And it actually does make life a hell of a lot easier. I've got everything open on one screen in front of me. I've been a 3-monitor man for a very long time, and I just thought I would experiment with one large screen. It is fancy, Peck. Very fancy. Hybrid Steel is awake because of the kids. Yeah, I feel your pain, Hybrid Steel. Having 3 myself, 28, 25, and very close to 18. It's not quite the same thing, but they were all little once. But wait until you're as old as me. Then really early mornings become just a thing. You just wake up. Old man problems. What can I say? Oh, thank you very much, Kirk B. Hey, Creaky, first super chat. Want to say you're awesome and show you so. Oh, thank you, pal. Much appreciated.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Could you hear that notification then? Because it sounds very quiet in my headphones, but my volume is quite low. Damn, stupid. Simon Dan? Is Simon Dan in the side chat?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Oh, my word. I am so starstruck. Good morning, Mr. Simon Dan. Because that's what everybody thinks the rest of us flat earth channels do to you, isn't it? So why not give them what they want? Do you know I may have made a fatal mistake? Well, I got something stuck in my teeth. That's disgusting. Live shows, eh? Dan, what time do you usually release your videos in the morning? Because I'm going to try releasing in the morning today. Just I'm trying to change things up a bit. Is it 9 a.m., 9:30, 8:30? Because obviously I don't want to clash with you. Because if I do, I will get 0 views. 0, 0, 0 views. Anyway, what's going on? Good morning, Nick Stacey. Well, PhD Tony, I couldn't have said it better myself. All hail Simon Dan. About 8:39. Yeah, thank you, pal. I probably could have just WhatsApped you and asked you, but yeah. So yeah, I think I'll go for 9:30 then. So I'll release a video at 9:30. Hybrid Steel says, "Hi Simon Dan, been watching your channel since before you were in the 100k life." Well, he's now in the 430k life, Hybrid Steel. He is the undisputed king of our community. Just don't tell him, though. None of us want him thinking he's special. He'd be insufferable then. Yeah, so have I, Hybrid Steel. And it's actually because of the Tube Ritual group. I'm aware of Simon Dan. And it's also the reason I do what I do. Not just Dan. There's Cats as well, Fight the Flat Earth. But it was Pam Duthie in the group that made me aware of Simon Dan and set me on this path. Oh, my word. Why did I think it was a good idea to go early? I can't even speak properly yet. Why did I think it was a good idea to go live at this time in the morning? Thank you, Rob D.
Ooh, super chat. Pangeo.
So yeah, that's what we do in here. Another Creaky Blinder live stream with absolutely nothing to say. Tim Tech, dude, have you shit the bed, mate? And I'm sure I just saw I did. Everybody's favourite lurker, Tracy Langley. So what do you think, Trace? Is 7:30 on a Friday morning a more suitable time than 7:30 on a Sunday night? Who knows? Have you released Merlin from the kitchen sink yet? Oh, I missed that then. Another super duper chat from Kex. Morning all. Yeah, morning all indeed.
Ooh, super chat. Pangeo.
This is truly bizarre. What's PhD Tony saying? Hang on, I gotta... Bear with me a sec while I do something really disgusting. Sorry, I had something stuck in my teeth and it was freaking me out. And you know what the internet's like.
Super chat. Pangeo.
Thank you very much, Iceman. Hi from British Columbia, Canada. So what time of day is it where everyone lives? And nobody from the UK answer. I know what time it is here. Even I can tell the time. It's 7:49. What was that, Tracy? No, I make him sleep in a cupboard. It's good for his back. Well, obviously, everything you do is done with his well-being in mind, I'm sure. Absolutely certain. So it's 4:89. I knew somebody would tell me it was 7:49. Midnight from Kirkby, 2:50 p.m. Brad Sweetman. So you're in Australia.
Ooh, super chat. Pangeo.
1:50 a.m. 2:50 a.m. 8:49. About 10 to midnight. It's PM, very unspecific. 1:49 a.m. in Texas from Brenda Krieger. 12 millimeters. I don't think that's how time works. I really, really don't think that's how time works. But anyway, thank you, Steve Radcliffe. Thanks for keeping it real, Creaky, from Steve the Pirate. I'm quite a fan of pirates myself. If I don't mind saying. There's weird things going on this morning that don't usually go on in a nighttime live stream.
And
I hope I've got my
super chat. Pangeo.
Thank you, Steve. And I hope I've got my microphone set correctly because there's lots of burping and farting going on. but I'm fairly sure you haven't heard none of it yet. Yes, indeed. What accent? Anyway, somebody asked me would I care to comment on the Kent Hovins. No, I think it was worded, would I like to comment on Kent Hovins' arrest? I'd like to, but I'm not sure if I will, because it's allegedly, isn't it? It's a very interesting situation. And if
super chat,
and notice I'm using the word, and if it turns out to be true, then it makes him as much of a scumbag as we've all long suspected he is. Take care, Bad Aussie. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, it just confirms what we've all long suspected, doesn't it? But interestingly enough, well, it's interesting to me, you lot may not give a monkey's chuff. So I've had an email off somebody who shall remain anonymous, and it says on every one of Kent Hovins' channels, it now reads, we believe that the focus should be on spreading the gospel and have decided to remove all monetization from our YouTube channel. Please enjoy Doctor. He's not a doctor. Please enjoy Mr. Hovins' awesome, awesome, and inspiring Bible studies now ad-free. Remove all monetization, or has YouTube demonetized them? I don't know. That is an interesting one, and it's one of those things. It's virtually impossible to find that out, because whether or not you're monetized is in the hands of is that sort of information is generally only available to the creator themselves via their YouTube studio, because I believe, well, no, I don't believe, I know for a fact that YouTube have started showing ads on channels that aren't monetized, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But the problem is that for the smaller creators that aren't monetized and are trying to get monetized, it's going to be a bit of a kick in the nads for them. Because, you know, they are working towards being monetized, and they'll probably feel a bit frustrated. Thank you, Nigel Thompson, for becoming a Patreon. Much appreciated, pal. And they'll probably feel frustrated that there's money being made off their content when they aren't making anything. But also, that is absolutely awesome, Lady Bloom. As I don't know if you saw my live stream, but I had a very similar experience only last month. I got sent for cancer screening myself, and it was absolutely terrifying. I did talk about it on a live stream, and I'm not going to bang on about it now, but I'm really, really pleased that you've had the same good result as I did, because I don't mind saying that I was absolutely crapping myself, because in my family, you're actually the odd one out if you haven't had cancer. All my grandparents have died from cancer. My mother had cancer 6 years ago. So you really are the odd one out without this. So that's absolutely awesome, Lady Bloom. I'm really, really pleased for you, and I mean that genuinely. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So is Kent Hovind demonetized or not? I don't know. Yeah, Liquid Flames, we know we're kind of skirting around the issue now, obviously, with something that's ongoing. You've got to be very careful how you word it, especially with somebody who gets as easily butthurt as Kent Hovind. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he's demonetized. Maybe he's turned the ads off himself. I can't see that, to be honest. I'm sure it's very expensive running Dinosaur Adventure World, or whatever the hell he calls it. And thank you to X Penguin. That's not the one, for becoming a channel member as well.
Welcome to the Blinder Gang, Mosh.
I forgot to press the button because I was off on, yeah, mate, honestly, it absolutely sucks. My mother's younger sister, well, she's my mother's younger sister, but she's still 73. About a year ago, and I don't think I ever mentioned this on stream, about a year ago, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, and they give her 3 weeks to live. And then all of a sudden I'm not, no, Matt Klein, this isn't upset. This is very early in the morning. Believe me, you'd all know if I was upset. Yeah, so, you know, doctors can make mistakes as well. And my auntie now is pretty much back to normal. She had some very aggressive chemo. She was confined to bed for a long, long time. She, you know, she is on the road to recovery now. So, you know, it can be beaten. It can be beaten. And I know this is the sort of thing that your dad would say to you, but, you know, try not to worry, which I know is impossible because I'm sure that she's in the best hands she can be in and that everything will be fine. Morning, Grizzly Billow. Martin Hepworth. Emotion is fine, Creaky. Thanks for sharing. SS Hunter, good morning. American Nemesis Boards, it's 2 a.m. here. Well, it's 8 a.m. here. And I just thought it would be very interesting to see how different the audience is early in the morning as opposed to later in the evening. And it is very different.
If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash the like button right now.
You're that then, Hybrid Steel? I definitely didn't pinch that idea off Nick Nimmin. Absolutely no way I did that. It's just very original. I came up with it completely myself. What take care, world of Mr. Grey. Have fun earning money. I know you will. And I really want to know what you do for a living now because I'm extremely nosy. And now I've put myself off what I was going to say. Why is the side chat doesn't move this fast, dude? Whoa. I've got more people watching this than watch my Sunday night streams. I may be onto something here, people. No, I'm just aware that I very selfishly. World of Mr. Grey is a printer graphic designer. See you later. Take care, pal. Yeah, I've just been becoming. Do you think that's what it is, Peck? It's all the Aussies. So I've basically got a live stream side chat full of convicts then, Peck. Because I was very reliably informed that Australian people like being referred to as convicts. Is that right, Australian people, or am I misunderstanding the situation? I don't know. I don't know. Trickster, is that because he or she works graveyard shift? Or as we call it in the UK, nights. But I get why you call it the graveyards. PhD Tony. Oh, yeah, I forgot you were Australian. Yeah, anybody who's from Australia, give me a thumbs up in the side chat now. Because like I say, I'm not saying this live stream is specifically for Australian people. But, you know, as I've said multiple times, because I am the king of repeating myself, it's interesting to see how different the live streams are. Devil's Cousin has just sent a PayPal pledge.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
I know it's not a super chat, but I haven't got a PayPal pledge button. Oh, yeah, quite a few Australians. Good morning, Scully's House of Thrillers. How are you, pal? You're all right. Only sheep shaggers can call Aussies convicts. Hang on a second here now. Isn't it true that Australians have
super chat. Thank you.
Have a similar affinity towards sheep as Welshmen allegedly do? There's only one way I like my sheep, and that's sliced up on a plate with gravy and mint sauce. So, you know, the sheep are safe. The sheep are safe from me. I'm only up because of the women's beach volley. What channel is that on? No, I'm not usually a sports fan, as a lot of you will know. But, you know, maybe it'll be on catch up. Only Tasmanians love their sheep. That's why we remove them from the mainland. Excuse me. Oh, thank you very much, Commander Darklight. Kiwi in Oz. Oh. So are you trying to say that Kiwis and Australians are different? I always thought you were exactly the same thing. With the only difference being is that Kiwis have got this really weird accent, as confirmed by Planawalk, who's quite a fan of polishing his dick. You know, the stuff you put in your backyard,
Ooh,
you know,
super chat.
slats of wood,
Thank
and
you.
you put some garden furniture on it or a barbecue. Dick. You sit on it in the summer and sunbathe. This is a live stream, Mr. 42. Now, as a fellow creator, I'm surprised I've had to explain that to you. I'm walking a dangerous line. I'm still very tired, Crafty Keeler. I'm used to live streaming late in the night. Well, not late. 7:30 on a Sunday night isn't late, is it? Robert Beta? Is that how you say your last name? Where's that gone? Robert Beta. That's got to be how you see it. Say it. No, see, that's how I see it. But is that how you say it? Kiwis are the same as Aussies. Oh, now then. Talking about shots fired. This is dangerous talk. Kiwis are the same as Aussies, just like Welshmen are the same as Englishmen. Okay? I take it back. I retract my previous statement. Tracy Langley's only awake because Mr. Merlin tried to escape the cupboard. He's very rude. What you want to do, Tracy, is get to B&Q. Other DIY stores are available, but not that many of them in the UK. And buy a really big padlock. Or better still, get a combination padlock. That way, then you haven't ever got to worry about losing the keys and, leaving him locked in there for 16 years. Yeah, these things can easily happen. Morning, Irish Dublin girl. How are you? Bipolar Brian. Good morning, sir. Australians are what I've started something now, haven't I? Australians are what Kiwis want to be. I've never been to Australia or Kiwi land, New Zealand. I'd love to. I've got family that, well, my two cousins live in Australia. They live in Geelong. And whenever I see their photos online,
Ooh, super chat.
it just looks like an incredible place to live. And my uncle, my cousin's father, has been to Australia many times, and he always said, if you ever get the chance to go to Australia, go to Australia. But he warned me that it would be the type of place that as soon as you step foot there, you suddenly inherit the desire to want to live there. Apparently a very different way of life. Catch you later, Crafty Keeler. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for being here. Much appreciated. But anyway, Australia, hang on. Australia's like Wales. So much they created a new South Wales. Yeah, that's
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Drew. There's lots of places in Australia with town and city names which are the same as the UK, isn't it? I'm guessing it's because of the way Australia was discovered and inhabited, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying really stupid shit because it's early in the morning. You should come to Arizona sometime. Apparently it's very, very warm in Arizona, isn't it? And I'm always concerned when people invite me to different countries in case they're just trying to get me out there to fill me in. Thank you, DK. What is 3 times 1? What is 3? Surely.
Ooh,
but as I've said
many,
many times, I am no mathematician. Oh, hang on. Somebody's talking about rugby. Okay, I must be dumb. How the hell are Kiwis playing soccer? Did those little fairy haircuts? Oh dear, what have I started? No, boys and girls. No arguing in the side chat about who's better, Australians or New Zealanders, because I will inform you that it's neither. British people are the best, more specifically Welsh British people. Oh, Tracy Langley's making a lurky coffee. Ooh. Can I have another one, Trace? I've run out. I've run out. No, I can only manage 1 cup of coffee in the morning because of this stupid bloody IBS thing. It's an absolute pain in the ass. Well, it can be a pain in the ass on a bad day, if you know what I'm saying. Matt Klein. It's a good thing they don't live all the way in England. Creaky. Who now? I'm lost. Completely lost. Completely lost. Anyway, seeing as this is an audience I don't usually get, I'm trying to work on some merch store ideas, right? Because my merch just doesn't sell very well at all. And I've long suspected it's because the demographic of my audience just isn't, my audience isn't the right age group to like wearing sort of, you know, t-shirts with graphics on them like this. You know, I know that I'm almost 50 and I know that I am not your typical 48-year-old man. So I'm trying to figure out, Irish Dublin girl, I do completely agree with you, by the way. That's why I put that on the screen. I've got family in Southern Ireland myself, in County Wicklow and County Carlow, all near Dublin. Very, very nice place. So I'm trying to figure out what my audience would like as far as merch goes. And I've spoken to various people about it, and the reoccurring theme seems to be that I should keep it simple and just, for example, do a line of merch called Tidy, because whether I want it to or not, that's become a thing. Creaky, old friend, may you have a good day. Well, I hope I do. I hope I do, because it's Friday, and Friday's always a good day. Merch is a little pricey for me, over $60 for a hoodie, and is it really? See, and the funny thing is, I've dropped the prices on everything. So, for example, in my merch store, t-shirts are 20 quid. And that's as low as I can put them before Teespring says that I can't drop the price anymore because there's zero profit in it. So, you know, what you've got to bear in mind is creators have got very little control over the price of merch, because, you know, if I was a huge channel and I was selling 500 shirts a week, then maybe I would I do the same thing, Hybrid Seal. It's not with Stream Elements, it's with Teespring, but it seems to me that all YouTuber merch, I know mine is cheaper than quite a lot of other people's, because I look, and I did that deliberately, because we're still waiting for a free hat to be mailed out. What, from me? You weren't one of the people who won the hat on Sunday, though, and they have been mailed out. You know, I'm just trying to figure out what people want, because, you know, merch is another way to support the creators you like, and mine just doesn't sell a lot because I think, yeah, so Almighty Shippo says, let's put that up on the screen because it's relevant to what we're talking about. 20 quid, 20 UK pounds is about $40 in Australia, give or take, and postage from the UK is terrible. I can imagine it is. And the funny thing is, they I'm distracting myself now. Yeah, I can imagine that the postage is absolutely horrendous, because they've got distribution centers in the US and Europe. But what about our friends that are hanging upside down off the bottom of the earth? It's absolutely cheaper. You see stuff for big channels like Linus Tech Tips or Simon Dan. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think a line of, because I've tried to divide the merch store up. Let me see if I can open it. So, you know, I've got the merch store divided up into let's have a look here. There we are. Let me just pop it on screen. It's always easier to explain then. Thank you very much, Greg. Vegemite coffee will get rid of the sniffles. Oh, I love Vegemite on toast. Yeah, I think it's just morning snotty nose. So, you know, I've got it divided up into, you know, I've got the mugs here, and then I've got the There We Are Then collection.
Ooh, super chat. Pangeo.
Which is, well, self-explanatory. You clicky on it, and then you've got the T-shirts, or we've got the There We Are Then mug, which is, again, in the There We Are Then collection. Then I've got the Blinder Gang Social Club collection, and I've got the Tidy collection, but it's got all these hashtags and things on the back, and I think that's put in a certain number of people off. The Flat Earthers Don't Matter hoodies, sweatshirts, and T-shirts, they're going to be going soon. I mean stuff that's more, you know, more like this. I don't know if this would be more in keeping with, you know, the sorts of things that the people that view me would wear. You know, it's on there, but it's sort of small and discreet. That's the Go Nuts on My Nuts collection. I'm just trying to do my best to give people what they want. And, you know, I'm not going to lie like a lot of other people do and pretend that it's, you know, just for shits and giggles. It's one of the ways that the channels are able to generate revenue for themselves. So, you know, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that's sort of I love YouTube merch that sparks a conversation with somebody? I have a cup from a channel and people ask me what it is. Well, you want to check out the There We Are Then collection. I'll put it back on screen now, because if this isn't a conversation starter, I have no idea what is. So you imagine I don't know where in the world you live, but you imagine now you're walking around the supermarket with a T-shirt on that says twat on the front of it. That's if that isn't a conversation starter, while being mildly offensive, then I don't know what is. So yeah, I do agree with you, but also, you know, I think the broader the appeal, the better. Liquid Flame says I'd wear a hoodie that just says Tidy or the Creaky Blinder. Yeah, I'm trying to. I've been working on this for quite a while, because I'm very aware that, you know, my merch isn't for everybody, and I think the whole idea of merch is, you know, that it should appeal to as much of the audience. PhD Tony's bought a few of my. Yeah, no, this is the thing, see, Tony, and that's an interesting comment, because I'm not saying that nobody buys my merch, because they do, but I'm also very aware that graphic T-shirts and graphic hoodies aren't for everybody in our age group. Hybrid Steel says, what about a fashion line called just that? See, I'm glad you said that, Hybrid Steel. I wouldn't have said fashion line, and I was trying not to say clothing line, because I don't want to sound like one of those guys. But that's what I mean, is literally scrapping everything that's in my merch store now and starting again. And it would just be, I don't know. Thank you, Anonymous, for buying a There We Are Then mug. It would just be, the Creaky Blinders merch line is called Tidy, I don't know, Tidy Apparel or Tidy Clothing or the Tidy Collection, because it's not something that I did intentionally. It just became a thing. I don't know why it just did. It just did. You bear with me a second, peeps.
Love carved in stone. Love carved in stone.
Ooh, super chat.
Right, sorry, peeps, I'm back. I had to send a very important message to somebody, which I probably should have done Gay PG doesn't do merch, he just does knockers. Well, everybody knows that knockers are my favorite currency. I love a good pair of knockers. Oh no, that was 50 knockers, not 2. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How about a range of vape kits? Yeah, that's not quite as easy as you may think. Sarah Louise, I like the tidy merch. What, you like the existing tidy merch, or you like the idea of a merch line that is just called tidy? And I saw something then in was it that Creaky's one? Oh no. Oh, thank you, mate. That's very, very kind of you. This kind of comment is the kind of comment that oh dear me. So the reason I put my Be Right Back screen up then was so I could send a very important message to somebody. And that somebody has decided that it would be funnier to reply to me in a public live stream. But thank you, Lord Callum. Yes, make sure you bank the money before the shop opens this morning so that I can do the wages. Good job. Hey, Cal, check this out. Does this make me very professional?
If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash the like button right now.
Yeah, I do need to blow my nose hybrid seal, don't you? I'm trying to avoid doing it because I haven't got a tissue and I don't want to spray it at the screen or use my glasses cloth. So what do you think, people? Is Probing Time 666 likes to wear t-shirts with something interesting on them? Well, I haven't got any t-shirts that say something interesting. What do you mean money? I have no idea what you're talking about, Lord Callum. Yeah, but this is the problem I'm having. Is Probing Time 666 is that it seems that my audience aren't as much of a fan as I am of wearing, you know, t-shirts with a graphic on them, and I'm trying to do something that's got a much broader appeal. Oh, Anonymous bought a hoodie. Bugger it, got the cup, had to get a hoodie as well. Thank you, pal. It's really appreciated. It's another one of the ways you can support channels like mine on their quest to take over the internet. Yeah, I know. Sniffly blood. Shall I just go and blow? I'm going to blow my nose.
Well, I love you, babe, with all my heart. Let us never ever be apart. Love carved in stone. Love carved in stone. Ooh, that's still my baby. Love carved in stone.
That's better. I've unclogged myself. So what have I missed? What's everybody been talking about? Because I just saw something in the side chat that I found. Why does every YouTuber have hoodies? Lol. It's because every YouTuber uses print-on-demand companies, and they all sell hoodies. Somebody just said, why don't you do the female version of go nuts on my nuts? So what would that be? Do laps on my flaps, or something less offensive? I'm never sure if I've said too much or not. But this isn't an Ask Me Anything video, but I will answer where the Creaky name comes from. This is my real name. I was christened Creaky. No, I wasn't. Oh, Tony, there'll be no CGI going on in this live stream. I can promise you that. CGI. And I just broke my promise because I aim to please people. Right. Anyway, it's basically a play on words. I don't know if I don't know where in the world you are, but or whether or not you're aware of the television show The Peaky Blinders. But it's basically a a play on words from that. Bore da, Voladel. How are you, pal? They're a bunch of gangsters. That's why they all have hoodies. Yeah. You two posse. Are you creaky because your joints are creaky? They getting creakier. The more time that goes by, the creakier my joints are getting. And anyway, oh no. Have you ever done that? Started to say something and then forgotten what you were going to say while you were saying it? I'm really surprised how many people are here for this. Just goes to show that time zones are a thing. Checkmate, flat earthers. Suck on that. CGI merch with the money logo on the back. Yeah. So, you know, I'd wear something like that, Tony, but again, this is no. I didn't think you were knocking my merch at all. It's Proving Time 666. And Renee, me unsubbed yet again. Bye. Oh, for what now? This isn't an airport. Please, anybody that's watching this now or stumbles across this video, if you're going to unsubscribe, you don't need to announce it. It's not an airport or a railway station. Just unsubscribe and go. But, you know, thanks for the information. You know, words are evil. We're at the point now where just speaking is becoming ever so slightly offensive. And how can you unsub yet again? I thought you could only subscribe once and then unsubscribe once. Because if you resubscribe and then unsubscribe again, it doesn't matter. Okay, bye, Renee, NME. I'm missing you already. Gilbert Super subscribed twice, as I think everyone should. I think every single person that's subscribed to me should start a second YouTube account and subscribe to me again. Because
Welcome to the Blinder Gang, Mush.
Thank you, William Foley. Nice to see somebody join in the Blinder Gang instead of telling me they've unsubscribed. Maybe it was the go laps on my flaps comment. Maybe. Is that offensive? I don't know. People have too much brain space and time on their hands. Sadly, not everybody. Sadly, not everybody. I get it all the time, though. Virtually on every video, because, and I'm sure this is the same for other creators as well, every video you put out, you get people unsubscribing. That's just the way it works. And every so often, YouTube will go through its systems and bin off accounts that haven't been used for a long time, or accounts that are clearly just being used to spam, you know. So you lose subscribers all the time. There used to be a feature in the back end of YouTube in the studio section where when you clicked on your subscribers, it would show you how many you'd had overall. And I was talking about this with somebody last night. And I remember when I was frantically trying to get to 10K, looking at that metric and seeing that I'd actually lost 4,000 subscribers during the course of my channel. So, you know, I was trying to get to 10K and I'd actually long past 10K, but obviously you're continually getting people subscribing and unsubscribing. That's just the nature of being on YouTube. Stormcloud Live, I just put the idea in the Discord social chat. Looks cool, I think. See, people do this to me all the time. Everybody knows I've got the patience of a small child and can't wait. How about this? Yeah, I like that. And I used to have something very similar to that in my merch store, but it just didn't sell. And so as much as I like it, and thank you for the input, Stormcloud, that's actually the direct opposite of what I'm thinking, because people just don't seem to be buying that sort of thing. You know, and do I want to have two different merch stores? Not really. Somebody asked me as well. Somebody commented earlier on as well. I don't know if they're still here, saying that the Amazon wish list link was broken. I don't know if it is or isn't, but it's in the video description. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working, or even where it wasn't working. For subtitles and or a translator. Why do I need subtitles? I have a fine grasp of the Queen's English. I have a fine grasp of it. You name me one other. The super chat notification is echoing. Why is it echoing? Does it echo now?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Did that just echo then? That one? Just yes or no? My man Dan just released his Friday video. Yeah, I'm releasing my video this morning. And now that so it's the internal one. Right, hang on a second. I can fix that straight away. It's the internal one from the built-in alert box on Melon app. So I've just turned that off. So I'll have to do it manually. So if I miss any, I apologize in advance, but I will try not to. Yeah, so it's just the internal one. No echo there. Nope, all good. Right, okay. Yeah, I've got a video coming out this morning myself. I'm experimenting with different release times, obviously, because this shows that I'm missing a. It says page not found. Does it really? That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, let me just have a quick check of something. Because, why put off something that you could do later when you can do it while you're live? So I'm just sending it in the side chat now. The link I've just sent, can somebody click on that and tell me if it works? Morning, JL Warren. How are you, pal? Creaky Blinder. What's your favourite series currently and all time? It would be a toss-up between Sons of Anarchy or the Peaky Blinders. And it does work hybrid steel, does it? There we are. Maybe... Well, I don't know what's going on then. I don't know why. I'll have to update it in the video description. In the video description. So some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. Maybe it's a geographical thing. Maybe it only works for some people. R&D bought a zip-up hoodie. Thank you, pal. But I've literally last night finished watching an Amazon original called Sneaky Pete. I don't know if anybody's seen it. It's about a guy who's a confidence trickster. So he's a con man, and he's in jail with a guy, his cellmate, and he finds out that his cellmate's family ripped somebody off for $4 million, and he gets released before his cellmate, and his cellmate's family haven't seen him for like 25 years. He was a much younger man, and he goes and pretends to be Pete, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This guy's a legend and deserves 199,000 subs. Well, I have never agreed with a side chat statement so much. I think I deserve 199 million. Is that a terrible thing to say? No, I do my best, and that's all I can do. Frank being Frank says Sneaky Pete is awesome. Yeah, it's a really good series. And I think that this one, season 3 that we've just finished watching, was probably the best one so far. The story was a lot more fast-paced, and there was just a lot more happening. It was absolutely awesome. Somebody else just said something interesting there. There we are. It was a typo. You meant 199 million. Oh, I couldn't agree more. No, I'm doing my best. I'm putting out the best content I possibly can, allegedly. Hang on, sorry, guys. Thought I'd gone then, didn't you? No, I was just blowing my bugle again. I don't know why I've got such a snotty nose this morning. Yeah, I do my best. I put out the best content I can put out. Brian, I'm chirpy all the time. All the time. I was meant to start at 7 a.m. because, like I've said in my live streams previous, I'm always, I message you sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm always up between 5 and 6. And for the purpose, I set this live stream to start at 7 o'clock this morning, and I woke up at 5 to 7. So you know. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. If I had 199,000 subs, I'd be fat. No, I think what you mean is fatter. I'd be fatter. Get a haircut. I had one last night. How very rude. I cannot believe nobody noticed. You haven't caught the delta on us now. No. This is just morning snot. Doesn't anyone else have morning snot? You know, when you get up and you've got to... Why am I explaining what morning snot is? Everyone gets morning snot. What time is it? 8:30. We've been going for an hour. I'm very, very... very surprised there's this many people here. It just goes to show the time zones are real. Yeah, well, obviously, hybrid steel, it's Welsh snot. The best kind of snot. Why are we focusing so much on me having a runny nose? John Eagle has morning snot as well. I knew it wasn't just me. I just knew. Good morning, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam. How are you, pal? Did you think you'd walked into an alternate universe? Or don't you actually care that I'm live? I just thought I would experiment, and I don't want to repeat myself. Turtle moves as morning snot that lasts all day. Now, see, we need to stop talking about it now because it's making my nose itch and it's making me paranoid. Good morning to all the boyos and girlos in the valleys. Do you know that's the funny thing? Nobody actually says boyo. I've never been called boyo by anyone else from Wales. Literally never. Conspiracy cats. Oh, was it gone? I blow my nose before I go to bed. That way I don't need it that way I don't need to in the morning. It's also the way I wipe my bum. You wipe your bum before you go to bed so you don't need to in the morning. I like your thinking. You may be onto something. I'm going to experiment. I am definitely going to experiment with that methodology. Pillow snot, yeah. Law and Order. I haven't watched that. Doctor Who. I've never liked Doctor Who. Never liked Doctor Who. I don't know. I haven't watched it for a very, very long time. Hashtag tidy indeed. Person with a name that's very difficult to say. Can I say what? First live stream, perfect time, Creaky. Good to have company, if a bit snotty, while I'm running through the overnight emails. Well, I aim to please. Somebody just asked me something. Who was it? And as everybody knows, I couldn't agree more. Man who goes to bed with an itchy bum wakes up with a smelly finger. That's definitely a thing. Super love your accent and how blunt you are. I'm as blunt as a butter knife. I do my best. Right. Where's that gone out? It really annoys me when a comment comes up that I want to look at and then I can't find it. Because I like to show them on the screen while I'm addressing them. But I can't find it, so I will have to read it out from the other. Kerry N67 says, can you say Llanfair Pwll Llwyngell, go gerich Windrobl, Llandysilio, go go goch? No, I've tried loads of times. I just can't nail it. Good morning, Qualas. Why can't people just be called like Dave and Steve and Roger? Just doesn't make sense to me. No, I can't say that, Cyberfenic, because that just looks like a load of letters joined together. John Ackley, love your tattoos. How much work have you had done? Quite a lot. I have a tattoo appointment every month this year. I've got probably in excess of 100 hours worth of work on me. And I'm currently working on completely covering my front down to my waist. Not like I'm not having my wiener tattooed or anything. You know, even though you could probably fit Llanfair, Pwllgwyngyll, Gogerich, Windrobl, Llantysilio, go, 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 all in capital letters on it. No, that doesn't appeal to me at all. And what would be the point? Two different people. One, and they've been sent out already. It was somebody from the comment section called Zero, and somebody from Sunday night's live stream called Case. Who both very selfishly, well, one lives in Canada, one lives in Arizona. You know, it's, yeah, it is the name of a Welsh train station. A lot of people think it's the name of a town in Wales. Well, no, it is. It's a very small district. I get asked that. You've asked me that before. Can I sing like Harry Seacombe? Nobody can sing like Harry Seacombe because Harry Seacombe is dead. He did done die. So yeah, what was I talking about? Hello, somebody help me.
If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash the like button right now.
There may be something in this. I can see an early Friday morning live stream. Maybe becoming a thing, because I am genuinely surprised how many people are here. But anyway. Who was that? Somebody asked me something then. What size is what? Oh, what size font? 20 point font. Definitely. No flat caps in the shop. Yeah, the reason there's no flat caps in the shop is because they don't do them. And how would you personalize that? You know, make it branded if that makes sense. Did my dad used to work down the same pit as Shirley Bassey? No, my dad wasn't a collier. My grandfather was, and my dad wasn't. My dad worked in a tin works, and then he went to work for the Ford factory, and he worked there for 36 years, I think, before he retired. And interestingly enough, while we're on the subject of really long words like Llanfair, Pwllgwyngyll, Gogerich, Windrobl, Llantysilio, go, 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 my grandfather died of the coal miner's lung disease, which is called pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicon volcanoconiosis, or pneumoconiosis, as it's abbreviated to. I just like saying long words. Makes me feel smart. So yeah. What was that then? Somebody said it was ugly. Tell me something I don't know. Hadn't seen the CGI cup. That's exactly the kind of thing that will have people asking, who's that? Love those kind of mugs. Having on the way now. Hashtag tidy, says Stormcloud Live. Thank you. All right, I thought that was to me, but it wasn't. Oh, I hate losing. Oh, thank you, Stevie. Very kind of you. I hate losing comments that I want to address, but it's gone now, and I can't remember it either. What's a tongue twister? It is a tongue twister. I'll just agree with everything you say because I am completely lost. FTFE moved his streams to very late if you're in Europe. I usually already sleep when he starts. This morning stream may be a very good idea. Good job. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. My wife has been suggesting this to me for a long time. And good morning, Emily Yodasma. Is that right? Have I got it right this time? Please tell me I got it right this time. Emily Yodasma. What did I do? All the goons are gone now. We've still got a few tapes of the shows. I don't even know what that means, Brian Pop Robson, or why I put it on the stream. See, I do pay attention, Emily Yodasma, when people tell me things. I know I may seem that I'm very easily distracted. A fly. But, you know, I do sometimes. There he is. Why have you changed your name to Iron Horse? FTFE moved his lubed up butt to the South Pole. It's bigger. Come on now, Ross. There's no need for that. I thought you and I had this understanding. I thought we were friends. Just because you're an insane Australian who thinks the earth is flat, you know I don't hold that against you. Oh, come on. Why have you changed your name to Iron Horse? I'm far too nosy for you not to tell me now. Ah, right. Brian Pop Robson, Harry Seacombe was synonymous with the Goon Show. Yeah, I'm not sure I remember that because I'm not old as you. But anyway, it's nice to see you, Ross. It's always a pleasure. You know that. You know that. Everyone knows you can't go to the South Pole because every government signed a declarations that flat earthers can't go there. I know that's gotta be. Oh, hang on. I have a whole video devoted to why I changed to Iron Horse. Well, I will be sure to add that to my watch later list then, Ross. I will be sure. Is it a very interesting reason why you've changed it? Or am I just going to start dribbling with boredom? Like you do when you watch my videos, no doubt. But I'm far too nosy not to watch it, Ross. I got to be honest. So I will definitely watch that maybe after this live stream, which ends in 20 minutes, because I don't want them to go any longer than an hour and 30 minutes in the same way as my Sunday night streams done. Maybe Ross got his last account deleted for being a bad boy. No, it's the same account. He's just changed his name. Ross isn't a bad boy. He's just completely insane because he thinks that the earth is flat and that the moon was made from giants mining the Grand Canyon. Isn't that right, Ross, me old mate? Me old China plate. Iron is symbolized by Fe, flat earth, and Ross in Teutonic translates directly as source. Ah, that's actually very cool. Very well thought through, Ross. I will still call you Ross because I am a gentleman. I am a gentleman. Morning, Creaky, from your Scottish brother. I haven't got a Scottish brother. I've only got a Welsh brother, but he's gone all Darth Vader on me and crossed over to the dark side about 15 years ago. Very, very sad. He's the first member of my family to jump over to the dark side. And by the dark side, I mean he lives in England. He left Wales. How could he? Practically unforgivable. Good morning, Lynette. Aileen, how are you doing? Lovely. Yeah, early morning. I just thought I didn't think. Let me not take credit for something that was my wife's idea. She's been telling me for a long time that I should, because I'm up so early every day, I should start doing an early morning live stream. And I actually decided it may be time to listen to her. Maybe time to listen to her. This is the thing, see, Ross, being nuts is all relative. You know, I think you are completely nuts for thinking that the earth is flat. You think I'm completely nuts for thinking that it's not. That's what makes the world go round, pal. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how boring everybody's life would be if everybody always agreed with everyone else? If there was never any heated conversation or debate, it would just be absolutely mind-numbingly boring, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? So somebody asked me a question in my where was I asked the question? Because I answered it, and it was what I thought about flat earth channels and are they being censored. I don't think that flat earth channels should be censored, and they're not. The reason that flat earth content isn't as widely available as other content is because YouTube is a company, and as a company, they have the right to choose to not promote misinformation as they see it, if they see fit. You know, it is what it is. However, it's the sun which goes around, not the earth. I proved that too with the broken clock theory. Another original by yours truly. Ross, if that's what you believe, mate, you believe it until the day you shuffle off. Like I say, takes all sorts. Just ask Bertie Bassett. You're extremely wrong in every way possible. But if that's what you claim to believe, then knock yourself out, pal. Knock yourself out. You know your wife just needed you out of her way in the morning. That may be true, but I doubt that Mrs. Blinder is even awake yet. I doubt if Mrs. Blinder is even awake yet, but yeah, so how does that work, Ross? Right, everybody, I'm not a big fan of debating, and I'm not debating who this is. How could you possibly have proved something that doesn't happen? You've just as much chance of proving that the Easter Bunny is an actual, real, physical being as you have of proving that the sun goes around the earth. Is that what you said? It's too early in the morning for this, Ross. Shut up. Just behave yourself. Two men walked into a bar, the other one ducked. I'm a fan of dad jokes. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Creaky, what's your favourite breakfast? I never eat breakfast. I never eat breakfast. Well, very rarely. The only time I tend to eat breakfast is if I'm on holiday or vacation. Do Australians say holiday or vacation? Australian are like British people, but with a slightly more stupid accent than they. It does happen. Day and night, don't swap place every 6 months in every location. Okay, Ross, whatever you say, mate. Whatever you say. And like I said, it's far too early in the morning for this. It may be nighttime in Australia, which is a very interesting one that I would ask you to explain, you know, given the fact that you think the earth is flat, but I won't. I will resist the temptation. So Australians do say holiday as well. Good. You say it properly then. Marmite on toast. You're talking my language now. I eat Marmite on toast, but not for breakfast. I'd throw up if I try to eat so early in the morning. Mr. 42 says, somebody has a slight misunderstanding of orbital mechanics. And I'm hoping, oh God, Ross is telling a joke. Come on now, Ross. I did ask you to behave yourself.
If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash the like button right now.
Oh, dear me. Oh, it's 10 to 6 in the evening in Australia. Very interesting. It's 10 to 9 in the morning, yeah? So, what's the date in Australia? Is it by any chance the 7th of August? Is it the 7th of August in Australia, Peck? 7:50, so it's 10 to 8 in New Zealand, says the Kiwi gamer. It's still the 6th. I always thought you were ahead of us. It's the 6th of the 8th. Trans girl says, no, it's not. It's 9:50 a.m. Don't lie. Well, it depends where you are. It depends where you are. The happy little fox, a.k.a. Benji. Good morning, pal. Oh, have I missed a super chat? Sorry, Spark Boimed.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
I didn't see the notification come up for that. I was distracted. I apologize. I'm having porridge with raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. Oh, look at you then, Mr. Healthy Eater. I just can't eat breakfast. It makes me want to throw up. I struggle with a cup of coffee. Hybrid Steel says 10 hours ahead, but it takes a day to get there. It'll be the 7th in 4 hours. Right, yeah, I knew that Australians and New Zealanders were from the future, but it's plus 12, minus 12 from the UK. Marcus asks, what's my next tattoo going to be? I'm going to be carrying on with, so my last sit-in was expanding my throat out onto my shoulders, and my next sit-in is going to be, because nobody's seen what I've just had done on my chest, obviously, but this text is going to be reworked, and we're going to be tying my throat tattoo on my shoulders into my chest. I'm going for a full front piece because I may or may not be slightly chubby, so I think if I'm completely covered in tattoos on the front when the weather's nice, I won't be so self-conscious about getting my big dustbin lid nips out. No, they're not, Ross. Time zones are not perfectly logical on a stationary planet Earth, because there is no stationary planet Earth. Merch talk though. Creaky Blinder, would you look into stuff other than clothes, mugs? How about stickers or badges for laptops and luggage? Yeah, I can add stickers. I can add, the only, they do certain bags on there. But they usually, like, I don't know if it's, I can't speak for the rest of the world, obviously, but in the UK, these little very flimsy, thin sort of nylon drawstring bags, some big department stores give them as carrier bags when you make a purchase, and other, or you can buy them and kids use them as swimming bags. So, they're on there, but yeah. Love the tattoo. Love the tattoo. That's not what it. Love the tattoo logic. It'll look boot. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I hope it will. It's a very long, drawn out process, and also a very painful process. But you know what they say? Where there's no sense, there's no feeling. And I'm sure that Iron Horse will back me up on that. Isn't that right, Ross? No sense, no feeling. I'm sure you buy into that theory as well. Happy 51st birthday on the 7th of August, Dan. Happy birthday to you, Sir Dan. Yeah, happy birthday, pal. Right, somebody just said something and I missed that as well now. I am so easily distracted. Now, John Eagle, I've thought of that many times. There's been many a time where I've WhatsApped my cousin and asked her what tonight's lottery numbers are, but she never seems to know. It doesn't seem to work that way, oddly enough. I can't for the life of me imagine why that is. Let me these earphones are extremely uncomfortable, but it's part of my efforts not to have any echo or feedback when I'm live streaming. Anyway, peeps, it's 5 to 9. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. My work here is done.
If you're enjoying the stream, remember to smash the like button right now.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think this may become a thing. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up in the side chat if you want a Friday morning stream as regularly as I can possibly do them, because I've been saying for a long time I wanted to start a second live stream every week. This isn't quite the idea I had. Good morning, Therese Finley. How are you, lovely? This isn't quite the idea I had, but it's overwhelmingly a different audience. So if you are interested, and seeing as you've just spent an hour and a half watching me just talk about nothing, I would like to think you are. I've got a video going live at 9:30 my time, so that's in 35 minutes. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who super chatted, every single person that's bought merch, everyone who's visited my Amazon wish list and all that other good stuff. Without the support of the community, I wouldn't be able to carry on doing what I do. And now I'm going to go and do a big, massive poo because I haven't been yet. Take care. Love you. Bye.
Thank you all for watching Creaky Live. Don't forget to follow me on all of your social media platforms. Have a good day and have a creaky week.